When we start to settle in on what to focus on as coaches, as trainers, or even as recreational gym goers trying to quote unquote optimize, I promise I won't use that word too much. Do we want to focus more on general programming? Do we want to focus more on individual movement execution? Or do we want to focus on exercise selection?
We have this idea that there's this ideal program and ideal exercise selection, and we all have access to great information, where I could say now more than ever, the on paper stuff is pretty easy for somebody to find an intelligent place to start. Now, that still could be 10 different splits, and it could still be 10 different exercises for the same body part, but all that lends itself to that's not as important, again, as long as you're not off the rails. But if I look through, why do people's physiques look so drastically different from person to person for things we can control? Obviously, not genetics, not PEDs. I guess you can technically control PEDs, maybe. That's a different conversation. But is how do people do things? I've been in gyms my whole life. So it's like sometimes when I'm doing form stuff and people like, I'll get people every once in a while. It's like, everybody knows how to do that. And I was like, first off, it's social media. If 100,000 people are watching this, you might actually know how to do it, or you could just think you know how to do it. But I'm like, somebody doesn't. And when I go through gyms, for everyone saying like, form's not that big of a deal, or I train hard, I don't know where those people are because they're not a normal gym.